Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Optic Scumpy, bringing you another MW3 gameplay. Playing on the map Carbon, playing some TDM. I absolutely do work on these poor kids. I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, but it's just awful. It's something that you guys are gonna enjoy watching for sure. But today the commentary topic is about the Little League World Series, and as you see, that double nipple feed with a little bit of a barrel intertwined into it. And let me just throw in, these kids were absolutely god awful. Before I get into the Little League World Series commentary, I don't think they knew how to shoot the guns at me, but that's beside the point. I did work on them, and that's an accomplishment regardless of how bad they are. But I wanted to talk about the Little League World Series for the sole reason that I can relate to it, and baseball's always been a really big part of my life. As some of you guys know, my dad played in the major leagues for a short amount of time, and then he got hurt. But that's for another time and not now. But the Little League World Series has been just fun to watch for me because I had an experience very similar to it. Not on the same scale, it was more of a North American tournament, but it was still on the scale that the teams that I was playing against were extremely good, and I was around the same age as the kids that are playing in the Little League World Series right now at this very moment. So the tournament that I competed in was called Cooperstown, and Cooperstown is the national tournament that everyone comes to, like every single good team comes to and competes in. It's a whole bunch of different age groups. I went from like 13 to 15, somewhere within that age group. I can't remember the exact year that I went, but it was a blast, and I couldn't have had any more fun. They put you in like little barracks where you're with your team the whole time, and you're like in little bunks with your team. And there's like 20 beds. It's sort of like a U.S. Army camp, sort of. Not really. Obviously not on the same extent as how harsh it is and how many rules there are. But it's like you're in a barracks with all your teammates, and it's just a really good time. The camaraderie is just excellent. You're with your teammates for like a full week, and it's like a full week of baseball. And so there's about 108 teams every single week, I think, and there's like 20 weeks throughout the year where teams go to this tournament, and it's called Cooperstown, as I said earlier. It's obviously held in Cooperstown, New York, where the Hall of Fame is for baseball, and it's a battle for a win for that week. And now there's nothing after. There's nothing like extraordinary after. There's no follow-up finals or anything. It's just that 1 week of play. And whoever wins that week is crowned the champion of that week, and they get to say that they won Cooperstown, and they won that week. So it's them. And there are a lot of good teams every week. Don't get me wrong. It's not like there's some weeks there are some really good kids that go, and some weeks there are really bad teams that go. There are always going to be at least 16 really, really good teams from around the U.S. going to this tournament every single week. And you guys are probably wondering how my team placed in this tournament. And I think that we placed fourth. We either placed fourth or third. It was depending on the consolation game. I think we placed fourth, but I could be wrong on that because we got beat in the second to last game, or the third to last game, and then yeah, so we got fourth. We got fourth place. We got fourth place. But we were playing against this team, and their pitcher was literally throwing like 80 miles an hour from Little League distance, and that's probably like, I think the conversion from that to like a Major League big game is like 109 miles per hour is what they were telling us. So this kid was throwing straight steam at us, and you couldn't like even see it. It was like you just had to swing and hope they hit your bat. But we lost by like 1 point, and I was actually the next person on deck. But the person in front of me got out, and we had a chance of coming back, but we didn't. We obviously didn't get to come back, as we did lose. But this was just a little commentary about the Cooperstown thing, and how it relates to the Little League World Series, and how much I envy those kids, and just it's awesome to see them playing, obviously on a much bigger scale, but sort of like me. So it's sort of cool to talk about. But thanks for watching, guys, as always, and take it easy.